Hi, welcome to Fish on Fridays. I'm Al McCauley, and today I want to talk about a particular innovation that comes to us through the Benedictine tradition. Now, the Benedictines were a monastic religious order started by Saint Benedict in the 6th century, and they flourished for centuries, and they were very, very influential. They were considered like the cream of the crop, the really the smartest religious order for centuries. And they were really innovative when it came to things that not just helped Christianity, but also helped Western civilization. So things like the sciences and agriculture. And in this particular episode, I want to talk about one agricultural innovation. In the 17th century, in the northeastern part of France, there were monks who would had vineyards, and they would produce wine that they would sell to support the monastery, and they would drink themselves. Now, we have to understand that water back then was very dangerous to drink because it was filled with all kinds of bacteria. But the fermentation process of wine would make it easy to drink and certainly better for you, healthier. So it was consumed by everybody in society. And over the centuries, these monks would perfect the winemaking process, and they would include different types of grapes to make different types of wine, and they would have sparkling wines. But one of the things that was happening is that the fermentation process, the carbonation, would build up and create such pressure that the bottles would often explode. And this would be a pain to clean up, I'm sure. So one monk in particular wanted to perfect the carbonation process, the methods and the systems that was used in the fermentation process relative to carbonation. And when he thought he had it, when he thought he had accomplished it because the bottles weren't exploding, he uncorked it and took a drink. And the legend is that he told his brothers, his monks, his fellow monks, he said, "Brothers, come, I'm tasting stars." And of course, we call this beverage today champagne. Now, you may wonder why it's called champagne. It's because this monk lived in the northeast region of France called Champagne or Champagne. So it's named after the region when it was invented. Again, this is the year 1668. And the monk's name is Dom Perignon, still a name synonymous with high quality champagne. Another little sidebar to this story is that the cork that was used comes from the cork oak tree. It's the bark of that particular tree, and it was known because it was very flexible and pliable, so it could fit into the bottle and be a stopper for the bottle itself, so that the wine wouldn't spill out. Just one more quick tangent. It became very quickly, people picked up on a tradition when they would drink champagne to clink the glasses. And we do this at weddings and celebrations of all kinds. And it was thought that the clinking of the glasses sounded like church bells, and it was considered a way to scare away the devil, who might be lurking around when we have celebrations, because if we have too much of the grape, we might fall into sinful ways, and the devil was just lurking to just take advantage of those situations. And so the clinking of the glasses was one of those kind of superstitious things that we use to remind us of warding off the devil, lest we take in too much of the wine. So just a few more ways to remember our great Catholic heritage and how much it still undergirds and supports so much of what we take for granted today, and something to be very proud of. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. In the meantime, be good to each other, and God bless.